So Tee Higgins is officially back for the season, man. He is self-declared 100% and ready to go against the Washington Commanders. Zach Taylor confirmed that he will play today alongside Chris Jenkins. Sheldon Rankins is out, and Marius Mims still waiting to see how he's doing. But getting those two guys back, man, I think it's gonna be key. But I wanted to dive for this one just specifically into Tee Higgins, just because I think that's a bigger gain than people think. I mean, it's not like one receiver can really make a difference. I'll harp on that in a minute. So, obviously, get the obvious out, he's fully recovered, 100% ready for Monday's game. He adds a lot of depth back to the wide receiver unit, which was really, 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 really crucial. And it really stood out in week 2 without Tee Higgins. I mean, how much depth we really do have on that core. Everybody played well, except for Trenton Irwin, obviously. But hopefully he gets off to a better start. This is kind of what I wanted to focus on. The best part, in my opinion, there's less defensive attention on Ja'Marr Chase. You could see the frustration, whether that be on the hip drop tackle or whatever. He wasn't getting the ball all that much, and when he was getting the most of it. But more opportunities for big plays, which is crucial. If these two can stay healthy, stay together, it's gonna really be really good for this offense, man. And I know that we don't have Tyler Boyd, but Tee Higgins said a couple years ago, and he said it about Ja'Marr, him, and Tyler Boyd, but they can't double all of us, so someone has to go off. And I think with this depth at receiver, and hopefully Jermaine Burton's also a up and coming star or whatever, but keep everybody healthy. Obviously, if the team is healthy, I think this team is one of the best. So it bodes well for both Ja'Marr Chase and Joe Burrow and Tee Higgins. I'm happy to see him back. Like I said, for Burrow, I mean, you are going to see him kind of distribute the ball a lot more. You see sometimes he forces it to Chase, especially the last two weeks. He was kind of forcing it to Chase, or at least in the last game. I mean, he wanted to get Ja'Marr involved a lot, but you're going to see a lot more pairing with the younger guys, with Tee Higgins to Andre Yoshivas. He's going to be Mike Gesicki. They all had good games. Gesicki had 91 yards last week. Yoshivas has a couple touchdowns. I think that Joe Burrow, he loves Yoshivas, obviously. I think overall, I mean, getting his number 2 guy back, I mean, I don't think that's not really something you complain about, regardless of who's on the roster, man. So I think Joe's excited, man. It's going to be a treat to watch, that offense again at its full potential. Obviously, their offense was good last week, but, you really want to see this team fully healthy. I know that T's kind of in the tough financial situation with the team, but I think regardless of where he goes, man, he's going to get his money. And let me tell you about a receiver game plan, man. I mean, Bengals fans that grew up in the early 2000s, we all saw the 2010s where A.J. Green was hurt, how different our offense looked. I mean, you look at 2014. I mean, the team, we tied Carolina that year and A.J. Green was out. If he was in, that's a 10-point win. You could really see. One time I remember we got shot out in Indianapolis because we weren't having A.J. Green. 2018, let's not forget, we were 5-3. A.J. goes down, we lose 5 straight. It's like, you see the receiver impact that one guy could make, man. So T coming back, it really, double team wise, it obviously helps Ja'Marr Chase because he's going to be doubled a lot less. T, I mean, he's also due for a bounce back, man. It's not like, he was great last year and he's coming back. He had a rough year last year. He had a couple bad games, even against the Rams too. He wasn't amazing in that one either. I mean, he dropped a lot of balls, and I was at that game. I think he's aware of how much he struggled last year, but yeah, he had a limited year. It was because of injuries. It was bad games, and he had a couple good games too. I mean, against Pittsburgh, he had a good game in game 2. But this amazing catch, I mean, that kind of that symbolizes his 2023 season. I mean, that was it ultimately won us the game because we tied it and went to overtime. So it was hopefully we just see the offense come up to its full potential. I mean, they have the talent. There's no question about it, but a lot of times the potential is what really gets hindered because of performance on play calling, whatever. But I really want to see, I guess, more of a balanced attack. I mean, I think it's going to open up lanes because they're not going to know what to expect the more we pass. So it's I think this is a big piece for us, man. So I'm looking forward to it. But anyway, guys, let's make a statement. And whether it's here or somewhere else, man, I hope he gets his money. I think he will. I mean, he's deserved. Can't wait to see what happens this Monday, man. So you guys take care, man. Houday, as always, just want to get this quick video kind of talking about Tee Higgins signing, what it means to the Bengals offense, specifically Ja'Marr Chase and him. That's pretty much it. You guys take care. I am gone.